Hey y'all, welcome back. So we are continuing with the My Little Pony Generation 3 series, and I wanted to take a moment to talk about the first two ponies I'm doing in this video. So Gen 3 has two different birthday pony series, one based on birth flowers and one based on birthstones. So I thought for the first pony video of each month, I'd draw both the birth flower pony and the birthstone pony of that month. So starting off with the January ponies, we have January Carnation. I'm doing something a bit different with the birthday ponies in that I'm taking inspiration from what their respective flower or gem is, and I'm incorporating some of that symbolism into their design. For January Carnation, pink carnations represent motherly love, gratitude, affection, and tenderness. So I wanted her design to represent that sort of mature and sweet and calm demeanor. I put her hair in a simple ponytail and included a pink carnation in there too. I imagine all of the birthflower ponies are sisters and she's the oldest. Also for each of the birthflower ponies, their back card stories, which I found on the My Little Wiki page, they have a favorite cake listed. And January Carnation's favorite cake is Devil's Food Cake. So for each of the birthflower ponies, I'm going to give them each a piece of cake. I had a lot of fun with her color scheme. I really love the orange and reds in her hair, and I brought some of that color into her fur with some freckles on her nose. So moving on, we've got the birthstone pony for January Joy. Now, one thing I need to mention about the birthstone ponies is that they are all jewel ponies, meaning the dolls have an actual 3D gemstone in place of their cutie mark. I like to imagine the jewel ponies are kind of like the crystal ponies from Generation 4, that they're sort of a separate species from the rest of the ponies, and that they live separate from them in a secret magical valley or something. Notably, they also have very shiny and iridescent coats and tails and hair, as well as the gem cutie marks, and I also want them to have more intricate hairstyles. Also, I like to imagine the birthstone ponies are like distant cousins to the birthflower ponies. So for January Joy, the birthstone she represents is a garnet, which symbolizes light, creativity, and healing. I learned that garnets were highly valued gems in ancient Greek and Roman societies, so I eventually decided on a curly updo inspired by popular Roman hairstyles seen in ancient sculptures of women. I had some fun with the curly tendrils framing her face and on the end of her tail. I had the idea that they mirror the curly streamers featured in her cutie mark. I also included some blue ribbons in her hair, also mirroring the blue color in her cutie mark. Also, I gave her some gold bands with blue gems on her tail and foreleg just to give her design a little extra glamour.
city nights and satellites. When I'm old and losing sight, carry me home all through the night. I need your love, I need your light, like city nights and satellites. When I'm old and losing sight, carry me home all through the night.
I had a lot of fun experimenting with her hair color. So in addition to covering it with glitter in a luminosity layer, I also used an overlay layer with blue and orange to add some slight color variation in her hair, and it kind of gives it a more iridescent gem-like quality. I also used the overlay layer on her irises to bring some extra color there too.
Take it all back, hate the things that you said, 'cause I wish you didn't mean it. I'm under attack, running far, far away, and I'd rather keep my distance from you. You don't gotta lie to me to get through. Push and pull me off into the deep, and let's pretend that nothing ever happened on that night.
I created a jewel template off screen to use for her cutie mark, and also the cutie marks for the other jewel ponies I'll be doing later on. I just thought it'd be easier for me this way because I do want all the cutie mark jewels to be uniform and identical. Okay, so now we're going back to the winter ponies, and we've got the character Toboggan, and I think her design is really cute and fun with this big long striped winter hat. Also, in the reference image I found on my little wiki, she has her hair into a single big ringlet, and so I incorporated that into the design too. Alright, so the last pony we've got here is Baby Northern Lights, and I didn't have much inspiration for what to do with her design, but I ended up giving her a sort of shaggy ponytail. I also gave her a dimple on her cheek just to give her a little something different from the other ponies I've done so far.
I'm lost in a city, still so far from home. I've searched for you all my life. Cast out like a shadow, racing towards the light. I pray to see you one more time. Stand by, watch me fall apart. I've always loved you more than you know. Father, don't you let me go.
So that's all I've got for this video. Be sure to tune in next week where I'll be finishing up the winter ponies. Thank you all so much for watching.